Imagine this. You've had a long, exhausting day. Traffic was bad, the weather is scorching, something didn't go your way. You get home, and the first thing that happens is someone close to you says something slightly irritating, not even a big issue, just a small comment, like a brief temporary power outage. And suddenly, you snap. Your tone changes. Your response is sharper than it needed to be. The situation escalates. A few minutes later, you realize that wasn't really about them. It was about everything you were carrying before that moment. Have you experienced something like this before? Did the situation really match your reaction? What were you actually feeling in that moment? Today, we will learn how to respond to these situations. We will learn emotional intelligence in leadership. You ready? Emotional intelligence begins not in the workplace, not in leadership meetings, but in everyday moments like this, in the small pauses, in the reactions we almost don't notice, in the choices we make without thinking. That's where it starts. Emotional intelligence is your ability to recognize what you're feeling, understand why you're feeling it, and then choose how you respond. Instead of reacting automatically, it's that moment where you catch yourself before your emotions take over. But it doesn't stop with you. It also includes your ability to read other people, their facial expression, their body language, their tone of voice, and even what they're not saying. Sometimes what people say and how they say it don't match. And emotional intelligence helps you notice that. And from there, you adjust. You pause. You observe the situation. You pick up on social cues. You understand the goal of the moment. And then you respond in a way that actually fits. Instead of just reacting on impulse, you move from autopilot to awareness. You match your tone, your words, your actions to what the situation truly needs. Because emotional intelligence isn't just about you. It's about how your emotions affect others and how theirs affect you. And once you start noticing that, everything changes. Let's simplify it. Emotional intelligence isn't complicated, but it does require awareness. Low emotional intelligence looks like reacting instantly, letting emotions control your tone, saying things you later regret. It feels fast, automatic, almost like you had no choice. Meanwhile, high emotional intelligence looks like noticing your emotional state. Self-awareness is the key. Pausing before speaking. And here's really, really important. Choosing a response that actually helps the situation, not makes it worse. The difference is simple. Reaction is automatic. Response is intentional. And here's the truth most people miss. You don't lose control in one big moment. You lose it in small, unmanaged emotions that slowly build up over time. Now, here's where this becomes critical. Because if you can't manage that moment at home, it will show up at work. Let's bring this into a leadership situation. Imagine you're reviewing performance with a team member. You give feedback, and they push back. Maybe they question your points. Maybe their tone feels off. Maybe it even feels a little personal. In that moment, you feel it. Irritation, disrespect, the urge to shut it down immediately and take control of the conversation. And it happens fast, almost automatic. Now you have two options. Option 1, react. You say, you're not listening. This is exactly the problem. Your tone sharpens, the tension rises, the conversation escalates, the team member becomes defensive, walls go up, and nothing actually gets resolved. Option 2, respond. You pause, take a breath. You say, I hear your concern. Let's break this down and make sure we're aligned. Now the tone shifts. The conversation stays open. You create space for understanding instead of conflict. Same situation, completely different outcome. And this is important to remember. Authority is not lost when you stay calm. It's strengthened because people don't just follow instructions. They respond to how you lead in difficult moments.